I'm adding new resources to my homeschool. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I was looking for something to add to my little girl when it came to math. And one of you mentioned, why don't you check out JDA? She has some math resources. And I completely forgot that JDA does have math resources. I have used Elemental Phonics from JDA. I have a video up on my channel sharing with you levels 1, 2, and 3 of Elemental Phonics. And since I have a 3-year-old, which has been just so amazing doing preschool with her, but I wanted a little bit more math for her. And I even mentioned that she's ready to start level K, but I was looking for something over the summer to do with her. I was going to make my own resources. One of you mentioned JDA, and I was like, you know what, that would be perfect. Why don't I check out JDA and see if this would be a good fit for us? So let's chat all things preschool math.
My name is Gina, and I'm a Canadian homeschool mom of 3 kids. We currently live off-grid in the middle of nowhere in the Canadian wilderness. I love sharing all things homeschooling, our love for Christ, and off-grid adventures. I'm a strong believer that the greatest legacy we can leave our children are happy memories. So come along and join us on this amazing journey. Okay, so here are the 2 workbooks that I got from JDA. There is the Preschool Beginner Math, Basic Preschool Math, ages 2 and 4, Preschool Series Book 1. And then there's the Kindergarten Math Prep Preschool Beginner Math 2. Okay, so there's 2 of them. Now, I haven't watched a lot of videos on this, so I'm pretty new to it all. I'm using this more as a supplement. So I do my preschool course. If you want to check out my video showing how I homeschool my 3-year-old, I show you everything that I'm using there, but this is kind of like an add-on when it comes to math for us. So over here on the back, it tells you everything that, the concepts that your child is going to be using. It's more of a gentle introduction to math for ages 2 to 4. And it teaches concepts under number recognition, counting, patterns, shapes, position, measurement, and visual discrimination. It's created in a way that writing is not required, thus very early learners will love coloring, circling, tracing, and drawing lines as they learn all of the concepts. So my daughter already started this today, and she's been loving it. It is a little bit of a lot of the concepts, I think all of the concepts she knows already. So this one is definitely more on if your child already knows like numbers 1 to 10, if they know how to count, if they recognize their numbers, this is going to be easy for them. But what I really, really like about this, so you could see her, she started coloring. My daughter loves coloring, so this is perfect. JDA, what I like about her workbooks and her style is that it's very simple and straight to the point. Even though I said that I wanted to create my own resources, like I was just going to create something on Canva. To me, I'm supporting a mom that has great quality math preschool resources. Why not? I'm just going to purchase it anyways. Because the time it takes quite a bit of time creating these types of things. So I decided just to purchase it, and I'm actually happy that I got this one, and I'll let you know why. First of all, it's going to be something easy for her to do. She was actually doing this one, and she was actually telling Nicholas, my son, to color the number 2. She was playing teacher for a little while. So it's something very easy for her to do. So I like that. I like that she can just like open this up and I can tell her, okay, you're going to color all the number 1s, and she can do it. Here it's just more pointing. She was pointing to the top or bottom. She doesn't have to write the numbers. It's more coloring, very easy for her to do. So color each square. So she knows, color each square red. She knows all these concepts. So this is going to be more of a review for her, if anything. I'm just going to skip through it just so you can see. So she already completed today. She completed 10 pages. I think she's going to fly through this just because she knows what she's doing. She's having a lot of fun with it. And because she can color a lot of it, I feel like this is going to be a lot of fun for her. So as you can see, it's very straight to the point. And this is a good add-on if you have like a curriculum right now that you're doing, you just want to add a little bit more. I don't know if your kids are like mine, but my daughter's always asking for more and more and more. And I told you, like, all my worksheets that I had, I've already done with her. So this is going to be nice. And she was so excited when I took this out for her. She's just been completing all of it. And it's been so much fun with her, for her. So color all the big apples red. circle the items that are cold, like counting, recognizing numbers. So it's just kind of like reinforcing those facts that she already knows. So this is not going to be something very, very hard for her. I'm just showing you a little bit of inside of it so you can kind of see. But very simple. There is, oh, look over here, we're starting to trace towards the end. So there is a little bit of tracing, okay? So 1, she has to trace it and then trace the actual word, trace the number, and then color. There's one that's a tennis ball. Same thing here. That's going to be a lot of fun for her. So towards the end that she's going to have to do that. That's not too bad. And it goes up until it goes up until number 10, I believe. And there's 121 pages. Okay, so it kind of just showed you a little bit inside of it, so you kind of get the gist. Okay, if you have JDA's Elemental Phonics, it's the same kind of cover. Okay, now I'm thinking that even though it looks different, the cover, this one right here is like part 2 for it. I tried to look at to see if there was like a book 2 that kind of looks the same, but I don't see anything for Preschool Beginner Math book 2. Maybe she's gonna come out with, you know, book 2, or maybe this is book 2. I don't know. But I got this one as well, just so I can kind of see inside of it. I couldn't find a lot of stuff online. So I was like, you know what, let me try it out and see. Okay, so you can see that there is going to be a very, like a step up from, you know, the preschool math. So you have, I see here in the beginning, there's almost like reference pages for you. So there's numbers 1 to 20. There's numbers 1 to 100. So recite the numbers. Skip counting by 2s. That is definitely much harder than, my daughter's not ready for that. Counting by 10, she's not ready for that. She knows her 2-dimensional shapes, which is fine. She knows her these ones, she's fine. She actually knows her 3D figures as well. Time, we haven't started that, so that's something that, you know, that they're probably going to introduce in here. And then here is where it kind of like starts, like the worksheets. So counting and writing, my daughter can do this, no problem. Counting by 1s. I don't think she's ready to write by herself though. So there is quite a few things that are a little bit more advanced here. There's a little bit more writing, but not too much, because you see there's like a lot of circling, like circle by 2s, which is more. There's not like what, you know how sometimes JDA's books, they have like a little, like, what are you going to learn here? There's nothing here on the back that I see. Yeah. Anyways, it's not a big deal. Position, shapes, so cross out the circles, count and write, count by 1. So it's going to start very, you know, easier. Positions of things, count and write. And as you get more into the workbook, the more advanced it gets. There's adding here, addition. Let's get into the middle of the book. There's measurements. How many sides does each shape have, and like kind of matching, telling time by the hour. So you'll see here that it's much more difficult than this one. Now, I think that my daughter is in a hybrid between, like, she's not here, but she's not here either. So I'm going to do this one with her over the summer. This is probably going to be a little bit more of practice when she gets into level K, or because this is kindergarten prep, but I feel like my daughter is in JK, so junior kindergarten, we call it here in Ontario. So it's almost like it's in between these two. I think this is great. I really do like it, and I'm going to definitely use it. I just feel like this one's a little bit more than what my daughter can handle right now, but I can go over concepts with her. I think I wanted to focus a lot on, like, you know, identifying numbers up until 20. So for her, she knows up until 10. And now, like, I wanted her to do like 11 to 20, if that makes sense. But there's other concepts too, right, that she's never been introduced to. I think she's gonna love doing measurement and that kind of stuff. So still very simple and easy, something that I can do with her. And I just wanted to show you a little bit inside it so you can kind of see they start with subtraction as well, which is nice. Drawing the other half, so symmetry. Towards the end, So it gets a little bit more difficult, right? I think the level K from The Good and the Beautiful, like you learn these things, and some of these things are even more than you, like level 1, you're learning these things. This is going to be a lot of fun for us to do. So I just wanted to show you inside both of these books so you can kind of see if this is a good fit for you, if this is something that you need in your homeschool. You can find it on Amazon. I'll have links down below for my Canadians and my American friends. I got this off the Canadian Amazon, which is nice that it's like, you know, it's so easy. If you have Amazon Prime, they have it for Canadians and Americans. So I'll have the links down below if that's something you guys want to take a look at.
I also want to note that I got the Alphabet Interactive Notebook for my daughter, and this is just like copying and pasting, coloring the letter, drawing, you know, different pictures, and you can see that it's very, very interactive. I got this because I think my daughter would love it, and it would be an additional something that she can do for her preschool because she's always asking me to cut and paste, and I thought this was going to be perfect. So I got her a notebook already from the dollar store, and she's going to be doing this, and I think this is going to be so much fun for her, guys. I saw this online that JDA had this, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it, and it looks like so much fun. So I'm super excited to add this to her preschool. And I think it's going to offer some extra practice for her as well. Have you ever tried this, guys? Let me know. I think it looks great, and I think my daughter is going to love it.
Okay guys, I showed you guys a little bit inside of these 2 workbooks from JDA Learning. Let me know what you guys think below. If there's any other resources that you use in your homeschool that are staples, let me know down below as well. I love taking a look at your suggestions. When you guys suggest something to me, I actually, you know, look into it. And thank you so much to the mom that suggested JDA Learning. It's going to be a blessing in our homeschool. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.